everybody, it's Kim and welcome to another video by The Entropy System. So my birthday, by the time this goes up, it will have been last Thursday. That's my birthday. It's not a date that like I remember as being significant, it's just a day that I chose because I wanted to have a birthday. And I don't necessarily believe in astrology. But Kit super does, and so I kind of like took her knowledge of stuff, and I was like, yeah, I'm definitely, if I had to pick, I'd be a Taurus, but I have a little Aries in me, so let's put myself on the cusp. When I chose a birthday like a really long time ago, because I liked the idea of aging, but I super wasn't ready, so I like pushed it all the way off to April, which was, I think I chose this in like October, so it was a while away. But then like the closer that it got, with no relation to the actual date, I kind of felt myself aging anyway, and let me kind of explain what I mean by that. Going back and figuring out my timeline, I came to be when the body was 7 years old, and I aged normally with the body up until age 12 when I went dormant because of a trauma. And at that time, like, I thought I was like the main personality. Like, I knew that there was other people there, at least one other person. Look, I knew Win was there, but like, I thought I was like the real one, if that makes sense. And then I surfaced years and years and years later, and I was like, oh my God, my life's been stolen from me. I didn't get to experience anything. I never got to grow up, blah, blah, blah. And like, I was really bitter. I was really angry. And because like years had passed, the last thing I remembered was that trauma. It felt like it was still really fresh, and so I hadn't gotten to process or recover from it in any way. That really like kept me stuck at age 12 for a while. And when I chose the birthday, I was like, okay, like, sure, maybe I'll be ready to be like 13 at that point. You know, but like aging just, it felt weird. The idea of growing up felt weird. One, because like I didn't get to experience it naturally. Two, because I was still so like tied to 2002, just like that what happened then was still like really defining my sense of identity. But then like Andrew and our friend Julie and stuff, like they went out of their way to give me space to grow emotionally and mentally and explore who Kim is to Kim. Like outside of the realm of trauma, who am I? What do I like? What do I not like? What is my real temperament? You know, like what are my passions? What do I dislike? So I was trying a bunch of new things and kind of exploring and figuring it out with the help of, you know, my best friends, being Andrew and Julie. Leia, don't. Leia's trying to eat plastic. And as I did that, like my bitterness and distrust and hurt that I had was starting to chip away. And I was really starting to come into myself, I feel like more genuinely and more earnestly than I would have if I had grown up with the body, because I was doing so in such a safe and supportive environment now that I got to know myself like better than I would have otherwise. You gonna lay down? Cool. And as I started to get to know myself and feel comfortable with myself and feel like I was like gaining autonomy and identity, I felt this 12-year-old like defining age sort of fade away. And I started to feel like I was sort of catching up to the body, like all that lost time was coming back to me, and I was beginning to like emotionally and mentally age really fast. Tomorrow, or when you're watching this, last Thursday was my birthday, but I don't feel right being like I'm 13, because I've come so far in like my own personal development that it's way past that at this point. I don't know if I feel right with like a specific number, but after exploring like the development scale, Daniel did a video on that, which I'll post and you can watch it. I feel like I'm like young adultish, like 20, 21, that little bubble. I'm not like I'm not 28 yet, not body age yet. I don't feel like I've caught up that far because I'm still, you know, like I've just really found myself, and now I'm kind of exploring where I fit in the world outside. And so that's how aging kind of worked for me. Not in the standard fashion of aging, but in mental development. I just sort of caught up, and it was amazing. And I'm honestly really happy that I got to see myself this way and like learn about myself this way, and that, you know, like, yeah, it sucks that I missed so many years. At the same time, I feel happy that I did, because I missed a lot of crappy stuff. I didn't have to experience that firsthand, and I got to come to being in the healthiest, most beautiful, most supportive environment that the system has ever been in our whole lives, you know, and it was great. It was great, and I'm thankful. But yeah, aging in chunks seems to be a big trend with us as we get to know ourselves and explore who we are outside of just like pretending to be Win, or in my case, you know, sticking in the past. You know, like Kit jumped from 16 to 28, just boop. Well, body age, I think it was 27 at the time. Her mentality changed and her personality sort of grew up really fast because we're in an adult life, and she took on an adult role. And I'm kind of in that same boat where I grew up really fast because of the way that my environment was and the life that we live. Michelle's still aging 1 year at a time because that's what she feels comfortable doing, which is great. But it seems that like leaps and bounds is kind of how aging works, other than Win, who ages with the body. After all that rambling, I guess happy birthday to me, and I'm really grateful for the person that I got to become. That's it for me. I hope everybody has a super great day, you beautiful and tropical fish. Remember, you are loved, you are valuable, and you are valid. Have a great day. Johnny!
Hi everybody, it's Win. I want to take this opportunity to give a huge thank you shout out to Shoshi Bauer and Lily Andrews and all of our other patrons for helping support this channel and making what we do possible. If you are interested in becoming a patron, a link to our Patreon is in the description below. If you are interested in sending us fan mail of any kind, our P.O. Box address is also in the description below. I hope you all have a wonderful day. Bye!
Also, I did new makeup. I did it like inspired by the black hole picture. So I did like oranges and yellows around the black. Not that that has anything to do with anything.